Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-orders, and they are live. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got this week's pre-orders straight from Games Workshop, and just a heads up, I am taking a look at the Australian website, so all of the prices that we see here are in Australian dollars. I'm recording this video in advance because we are hosting a local RTT, or Rogue Trader tournament for Warhammer 40k, so I am getting this out ahead of time. So that being said, we got a big week of releases starting with the High Elves. So first off, we have the Ellyrian Reavers. So a brand new kit right here. These are the new cavalry for the High Elves in the Warhammer Old World. So very cool kit right here. Definitely really nice. We got a bunch of different poses and different options for like the weapon and equipment, including the command. Definitely a big fan of these. We can see the standard bearer, we can see the details, and these are definitely a massive upgrade for the High Elves. And then next we have the Merwyrm. So here we have the resin Merwyrm kit. Definitely a nice looking kit, has that old school look and feel to it, and definitely bringing some of the sea monster life to the High Elves. And next we have the brand new character, Ishaya Vess, Sentinel of the Silent Isle. So a really cool model right here, lots of cool detail. We see the shield on her back, we see the typical High Elf armor, we got the trident, again definitely has like that sea creature feel. And then we have the High Elf Realms reference card pack. We have the new Lord of Chrace. So nice looking model here. We've got the lion's head, we've got the big old axe, we've got the sword in the sheath. Really like this pose right here. Definitely nice details. Definitely a great model if you're looking to add a little bit of that new school look to your old school High Elves. And then we have the Great Eagle of the Elven Realms, and we have the Handmaiden of the Everqueen. So definitely a cool model right here, and she actually holds up really nicely. Obviously there's a little bit of like jankiness with like the hand and stuff like that. Something that was really common with like the older sculpts. But overall, nice sleek look, good pose. Big fan of this model right here, and it does hold up pretty nicely, especially for how old this sculpt is. And then we have Corhill Lionmane. So it definitely feels like the Lord of Chrace is sort of like a replacement for Corhill. As we see like the lion on the shoulder, we see the big old axe, we have like a sort of similar pose. Obviously the newer model is much nicer. This one still looks okay, but definitely doesn't hold up like some of the other older sculpts. But lots of similarities to the new sculpt. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. And I did have to jump back over to the Warhammer community article because for whatever reason, quite a few of the new releases are missing from the Australian website. But we do have that Arcane Journal High Elf Realms coming out. And then we also have the High Elves Battalion coming out. So a nice box set to get you started if you're looking to build some High Elves. Definitely going to be saving a pretty penny on this box. And then we also have those brand new dice and then the new transfer sheet. And then we have the return of the High Elf Lord on Dragon. And alternatively, this can be built as the Archmage. Really cool kit right here. Definitely holds up pretty nicely. This one is a classic and has become almost impossible to find. So definitely happy to see this coming back in plastic for everybody that missed out on it back in the day or wants to rebuild their old collection or start off new with the High Elves. Definitely a nice dynamic pose. It's not as detailed as some of the newer dragons that we see from Games Workshop, but overall relative to like your basic infantry, it's definitely a nice kit. And I'm for sure happy to see it returning. And then we also have the return of the Swordmasters of Hoeth. This was always a classic kit, and these hold up pretty nicely. The poses are a little less dynamic than some of the newer stuff, but they definitely still look cool and are loaded with details. And then we also have the return of the White Lions of Chrace. So again, this kit holds up pretty nicely, definitely missing some of the dynamic new poses of some of the newer stuff, but for your basic infantry, they're pretty nice. And then we also have the return of the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. So you got multiple options for either the big bolt or the mass bolts. Nice kits if you're looking to add a little bit of long range punch to your High Elves. And just a small correction, actually the Swordmasters of Hoeth are one of the new kits, but they're styled after the old Island of Blood Elves. And then we do also have the Warhammer 40,000 made to order terrain set. So anybody out there that's after the Wall of Martyrs stuff or the Bastion, these are going to be up for a pre-order for a limited time only. It's on made to order, so you're going to have to go to Games Workshop site and click on the made to order. But you will have an opportunity to pick up the Bastion, the Imperial Defense Line, the Trenches, and then also the Bunker. So for anybody that missed these when they came up last time, definitely don't miss your opportunity this time. And these will be available on a made to order basis from 10 a.m. local time on Saturday the 15th of February until 8 a.m. GMT on Sunday the 23rd of February. And again, because they are made to order, you're going to have to order them directly from Games Workshop, and they will take up to 180 days to ship. So typically these are going to show up after about 6 months of waiting. So just long enough that you'll have forgot you ordered them, and then suddenly they will come in the mail. And the scale on these is slightly off relative to like the newer 40K stuff, as it has slowly gotten a little bit of size creep. They do hold up pretty nicely, and they're nice pieces of terrain. Definitely a big fan of these. I absolutely love the detail on them. But if you look up close at some of the things like the dead Imperial Guard or like the skulls, they're definitely not up to par with some of the newer stuff. But again, these kits have gotten increasingly hard to find over the years. So definitely happy to see them back on the menu, at least temporarily on a made-to-order basis. So lots of really cool stuff coming out this week for the High Elves. Anybody into the old world stuff? It's looking to build up a new High Elf army or pick up some of those old hard to get pieces. Very happy to see them returning for all the fans out there. Let me know what you're most excited about this week, what you're going to be picking up. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. And that's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man. And by the time you're watching this, we've got a RTT in full effect. And I'm out of here.